What is my weapon? It's like a whip or something? No, it's like a sword, but there's like a cloth whipping around. Wait, didn't it tell me during that last section I didn't understand that this lady was dead? Both of these ladies.
Eleanor, you still okay?
We are fine.
Oh, she mind-controlled that one.
What's going on down there? 8 Squad? 8 Squad, report!
I wouldn't call it an
Get
MMO.
units.
I absolutely would call it an MMO. You go into town and you lag because it's loading 70 people with all their, fancy visuals and stuff like that. It's got a market online that you use for like the auction house. It's I would have completely called this an MMO. Yes.
Down there, now.
Children, no.
Eleanor, hold here. I'll clear the gas.
She mind-controlled that little guy? Always press 2 on Trinity. Am I Trinity? Allies gain energy over time.
Eleanor!
Shoot isn't back, Clayton.
Making sure that you are still you.
Of course we are. You can be too.
Sniper's nest, too little, too late. The last section said this guy was dead too.
No. This is what they
I guess it
want.
was just like a prediction or something?
Wait. Quincy!
You are proper shit at directions, Arthur. Heads down while I do my job, right, mate?
show off. Better make a move, though. They'll get on you.
I'm seeing this through.
Go!
I got this.
Like this guy's gun, by the way. Why are you just sitting there? Bro, these guys bullet jump. He had plenty of time to move out of the way of that.
Have time for this.
Tell me you got this.
I can only type so fast.
Is that supposed to happen?
Amir? Aoi, can you do something?
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Hold them in.
These like fuel rods she's trying to put back into the machine or something?
Aoi, stop!
I can't.
Ugh, what the heck? Like, what even was the cause? Okay, so assuming she just died, what even was the cause of death there? Did she just, like, exert her powers so much her brain broke? Basically. It's a Geiger counter sound, so, like, he's getting irradiated right now, I'm assuming. Wait, he's grabbing his chest. Is he having a heart attack?
was too slow.
He's ash in seconds. No need for misery. Come, now.
Oh, wait. He was holding a gun. Did he shoot him?
Murmur, expel. Tau is in sight. They've given their lives for this. Make it count.
Just go.
No. I can save them.
Not unless you know them.
I'm sorry, the spiral made me think of like Warner Brothers. That was like a Looney Tunes effect. Okay, so there at the end she slammed her fist and it looked like the counter reset, like she went back in time again or something. I don't even know if Volts had a heart attack or if he got shot, because he just clutched his chest and fell over. But then it panned over and there was the other guy with a gun. The triumph of the indifference falls in snow and ash as... Shoot, shut up. Shattered corpses of the Hex lie in the midwinter cold. Only the Drifter's spirit refuses to accept that the story's over. Somehow the Hex are the key, but once the circle has been broken, what can heal it again? According to the wiki, he got shot. Okay. So they accomplished nothing. She went back in time to stop the nuke going off, and the nuke still went off.
To the erstwhile traitor and conspirator known by the alias Drifter. That profane monstrosity of which the scholar spoke has sought to claim our throne. It wears a face and puppets a body that knows you. We have confined it in the Apocrypha, the realm of untold stories. But you now have a duty to keep it there. If it gains sufficient power, its story will supplant ours. Seek its heretical tale, the triumph of dust. Sever it from the true tales of Duviri. His radiant and eternal majesty, Dominus Thrax.
What? So to the Drifter, the monstrosity the scholar spoke of is sought to claim our throne. It wears a face and puppet, a body that knows you. I'm guessing that's the evil-looking version of me. We've confined it in Apocrypha, the realm of untold stories, but you now have a duty to keep it there. If it gains enough power, its story will supplant ours. Seek its heretical tale, the triumph of dust. Sever it from the true tales of Duviri, his radiant and eternal majesty, Dominus Thrax. Drifter, I can make no sense of these readings. Your sight of temporal injection has somehow shifted. Your loop now encompasses the entire year of 1999. Albrecht's interference is to blame, no doubt. What does he feel you need more time to achieve? He surely must have given guidance, however cryptic. I can offer one service at least. I discovered a clandestine blueprint among Albrecht's personal effects. For a Warframe so secret it was never named, it's yours. It doesn't matter, I don't have any more room for more frames. Operator Ortis discovered this item on a routine check of the Orbiter's inventory. It appears to be an antique of quite remarkable age. How strange this Ortis has never seen it before. Perhaps the Operator has been on adventures that Ortis knows nothing about. A skin, okay. And now I'm in a pile of people, so this is some kind of town hub. January 1st, 1999. So this is like a year before.
Contact of mine as a lead on a clothing palette. He swears it's legit shibikaji. Ellen is enraged when I eyeball him.
What do I do here? Did Muck listen to wall paintings back in Sanctum Anatomica? I don't know what Sanctum Anatomica is, and I don't think I ever found any talking wall paintings, no. You can enter the back rooms from here, which is an alternate player base, also missions and a syndicate. Okay. There is some lore available that might help make sense of this. It was unlocked for you at the start of Whispers, where the big thing fell into the floor. The big thing fell into the floor. Like here? On Deimos, the giant statue.
Please select destination.
So, lore-wise, the Excalibur team was in this city, like, you're using this mall as a base for an entire year? Because we're on January 1st now. God, I am so overwhelmed and confused right now. Okay. How do I get back to the wall you want me to talk to on Duviri? Or not Duviri, sorry, Deimos. I said it wrong. Sanctum. Okay. Muck, a low magic fine Gilbert's 2 content creator got the Queen infusion, so the bad drops are probably related to the high magic fine. Oh, gotcha. Thanks, Rag. Go through passage Robot Lloyd showed you.
Lloyd? Oh, you are looking rested. Might there be anything I can assist you with? I have some thoughts on it.
Go to the computer.
Of course.
One must make the best of things.
I'm okay. If I'm gonna read this stuff, but if this is like really major for the plot, I'm gonna be kind of pissed that it's hitting our way here. The operator. The laboratories are sealed. Our task: watch for the chosen operator. The operator is a Tenno. A Tenno is a specialist warrior in service to the Orokin, the masters of the Origin system. The Tenno piloted Warframe, suits of sophisticated battle armor. They fought alongside the Dax, who augmented human warriors who were more numerous and less effective than the Tenno. Tenno existed to battle sentience, involving machines hostile to the Orokin and their way of life. Complications. Orokin Empire fell, only artifacts remain. The war with the Sentinels, the old war, is long over. No Tenno have been seen for generations. Conclusion. Nothing. The Lotus. A suitable Tenno candidate has been found. The reawakened Tenno is being guided by the Lotus, the same entity who led the Tenno at the end of the Old War. The Lotus is known to be a former sentient previously named Nata. She was captured and converted to her current state during the Old War by Executor Ballas, a high-ranking Orokin. Executor Ballas theorized to have modeled the appearance and persona of the Lotus upon his deceased lover Margulis, an Archimedean scientist executed for her devotion to Tenno. The Lotus appears to be just as devoted to the Tenno as Margulis was. She has not, however, divulged the secret of her sentient origin to them, continuing to monitor. Thank you, Mapleshy. The conflict. Tenno candidate has engaged with several hostile forces. The Grineer are degraded descendants of the cloned worker force that once served the Orokin. They are brutal combatants concerned only with amassing of power and territory. Left unchecked, they slaughter, enslave, and plunder civilians. The Corpus are a merchant cult devoted to profit. They make extensive use of robotics, they exploit civilians economically, and violently protect their investments. The Infestation is a biomechanical plague, apparently controlled by one or more hive minds. It corrupts organic and mechanical targets, converting them into mutated servants. That's new to me. Like, I knew the Infestation made everything yucky and, like, zombified, but... the Void. The Tenno has discovered abandoned Orokin towers within the Void. These towers were intended to act as sanctuaries from sentient attack during the Old War, since the Void is intensively damaging to sentience. Supplementary information. Much of Orokin society was dependent upon the Void. It was used as a shortcut through space and as a source of energy. Its full potential was first theorized by Albrecht and Trotty within these very laboratories. It is Albrecht to whom this device serves. It is Albrecht who has instructed us to locate the chosen operator. Significant development. The Tenno has encountered the Entrati family on Deimos. The family remains unaware of the existence of these labs. The Necraloid is an exception. Its memory, however, is suppressed until the activation of the Kalamos sequence. I still don't understand what the Kalamos sequence is. Hunhao. The Tenno subject has learned of the Lotus's sentient nature, including her original name Nata. Adax Teshin has presented himself as a rival mentor, claiming that the Lotus cannot be trusted. The Tenno has encountered Nata's father, the sentient war leader Hunhao, whose remains lie beneath the oceans of Uranus. Hunhao has expected Nata to destroy the Tenno in accordance with her original mandate. The Lotus continues to reject her sentient nature and seemed concerned to retain the Tenno's trust. Stalker. Since awakening, the Tenno has been pursued by the Stalker. Appearance and combat ability suggest the Stalker is a surviving Low Guardian, a former protector of the Orokin. Evidence implies that the Orokin Empire fell at the hands of the Tenno themselves. The Stalker's motive may therefore be revenge. Hunhao and the Stalker are working together. The Stalker has been sent to find the Reservoir, a place believed to conceal the Tenno's greatest secret, and which could be used to destroy them at all stroke. The Tenno has set off in pursuit, aided by Corpus Technocrat Alid 5. The reservoir has been located. It is on the moon Lua, previously believed destroyed, but in fact concealed within the Void, which is where my real body was. The Zeraman. The Tenno has discovered the truth of their identity. They are a human child, one of many kept within cryptopods on Lua in the reservoir. These children were passengers on the Zeraman 10-0, the colony ship bound for Tau and lost to the Void. When recovered, they were found to have developed parahuman abilities. Despite Margulis's protest, they were placed into a state of lucid dreaming and used as Warframe pilots, continuing to monitor. The Tenno has encountered Grineer Queens, the semi-mythical leaders of the Grineer. The Elder Queen, aged and diseased, had planned to transfer her mind into the Tenno's young body. This process, continuity, was common among the Orokin elites and was used to extend their lifespans indefinitely. Teshin Dax helped the Tenno to resist the Elder Queen, who has now been eliminated. Only the younger Worm Queen remains. The Tenno has recovered much of their lost training. Suitability to fulfill the role of chosen operator has exponentially increased. The Tenno has been made aware of Rel, a fellow Tenno who was outcast by his peers. Rel had voluntarily assumed the duty of keeping the Origin system safe from a void-based entity known as the Man in the Wall. With Rel's death, that responsibility has now transferred to the Tenno. Was Rel the person who was inside Umbral Excalibur? I know that name was related to that quest line, but I'm not sure if I've got the right face to the name. Okay, I don't. Alright. The Man in the Wall is identical with the entity known to us as the Indifference. Albrecht Entrati is ultimately responsible for attracting its attention to the Origin system. Albrecht may be ultimately responsible for its existence. Parameter confirmed, the Tenno is the chosen operator. We await the correct moment to activate the Kalamos sequence. Ballas, Executor Ballas is now known to have colluded with Hunhao during the Old War in an attempt to betray the Tenno to the Sentients. Executor Ballas is now known to have survived the collapse of the Orokin Empire. Significant sentient forces are now known to have amassed undetected at the periphery of the Origin system during the span of time since the Old War. Executor Ballas has now manipulated Lotus for his own ends, compelling her to resume her sentient identity. Nata, in order to use her as a proxy commander of the sentient forces. Ballas has led the Sentients in a renewed attack on the Origin system. Era, the brother of Nata, is acting as joint commander. The factions of the Origin system have formed an alliance against this common foe. Significant development. The Tenno's personal timeline has been disrupted. Knowing he cannot kill the Tenno, Ballas has opted to imprison them within their own history. The Tenno will be unable to escape this loop without the paradoxical intervention of an outside force. Was that when we were, like, in the classroom? The Zariman vessel, adrift for an unknown time within the void, now acts as a containment field for unrealized possibilities. One such possibility is an alternate version of the Tenno. This individual escaped into the void on their own initiative, rather than being rescued and taken into the Origin system as the Tenno were. Within the void, they established a realm Duviri in which to live. This individual, the Drifter, has now entered the Origin system. Wait, the Drifter made Duviri? Ballas has established himself as ruler of the Origin system. Through his Narner cult, all citizens have been forced to wear headpieces that distort perceived reality. Ballas is thus able to dictate exactly what the wearer experiences. Era continues to act as Ballas' enforcer, using composite creatures called Archons as muscle. With the assistance of Hunhao and the Stalker, the Drifter has fought back against Ballas, destroying the Archons. The Tenno has been freed from their recursive timeline and now coexists with the Drifter. Significant development. Ballas is dead. The Lotus, now free from Ballas' conditioning, has chosen a preferred primary name and form. That was explained during Duviri. Not well. Muck, you can fast travel to the lore walls by using the Necrolisk fast travel. Lord options, the wall are voiced and go left to right. Okay. In a deranged attempt to transport himself and his cult to Tau, Ballas opened portals between the void and conventional reality on an unprecedented scale. This has attracted the attention of the Indifference, whose freedom of action appears to have drastically increased. Threat posed by the Indifference is now at a critical level. The laboratories have come under fresh assault from the Murmur. Unless the Sleeper is awoken, Albrecht's legacy will perish. Conclusion: contacting the Necroloid, activating Kalamos sequence.